This is News Channel 5 at 6.
I'm just being real, okay? I'm just being real. I've waited for him a long time, and I understand how slim the chances are.
John Brown remains in prison for one of Nashville's most infamous murders. Tonight, in a News Channel 5 exclusive, his wife of more than 30 years grants her first television interview.
Want to make excuses for that Handy's Act. Neither one of us want to do that. We don't shrug off the fact that the public grieves.
34 years ago, Debra Brown's fiancé, John, came home late. She asked him why. John told her he'd killed Opry star Stringbean Akeman and his wife Estelle in a botched robbery.
And I looked at him and I said, how could you do something like that?
John Brown was convicted and sentenced to life in prison with possibility of parole. Debra married him anyway.
Why would you wait more than 34 years for this man?
Well, because I love him. And I made a commitment. I made a promise. And I've kept it.
Debra works at Cornerstone Church in Madison, and here in her office, surrounded by items made by her husband in prison, she looks for news of his possible parole.
Oh, it's still pending.
Nothing that I could ever do would bring those two people back.
John Brown's recent parole hearing grabbed headlines. Those against his release have taken up petitions.
He can't be sorry enough to be paroled.
Should I begrudge that? No, I'm not ignorant.
Debra agreed to this exclusive interview not to challenge them.
I'm not insensitive to the way they feel. I feel the same way. It was wrong. And John's been punished.
He killed these two people. Why should he be given parole?
There's another side to John Brown, and I want people to see that. We redid our marriage vows.
Debra thumbs through photos, reminders of a marriage shared with a man she rarely saw. She says John changed in prison, turning to God, helping others, and staying out of trouble. But you can't forget the murders.
The animosity of the public is still really strong. I don't blame them for that.
Debra knows John can never replace the lost lives. Her 57-year-old husband now can only hope for parole.
He could never earn the right. Mercy and grace is not earned. It's given. All we can ask is for mercy and grace.
And Debra Brown knows the chances for parole are slim, but if, and it's a big if, her husband is released, he'll join her at the Cornerstone Church. Pastor Murray Davis there says he'll provide John Brown with a job.
What do we know about the parole board's decision, Nick?
You know, the process, we're all waiting for this right now, Vicki. 4 of the 7 board members have voted. News Channel 5 has learned it's deadlocked at 2. 2 yes, 2 no. Brown will need 2 more yes votes of the remaining 3 to gain his parole. Right now, Vicki, it's a matter of wait and see. We should know sometime within the next week to week and a half.
Okay. Thanks, Nick. Now, John Brown and his cousin Marvin were both convicted in the Stringbean case. Marvin Brown died in prison.